I was about to say happy Vlogmas. Yeah, I don't think it's Vlogmas anymore. It's actually January 10th today. I tried vlogging last week, but I kind of got sick, and I still am kind of sick. I don't know, you guys. It's like, is it COVID? Is it just a sore throat? The testing is so bad here right now, like you can't book a test. So I've just kind of been operating under the assumption that I do have COVID and not going out. Yeah, not leaving my house. I didn't go to hockey last night. It's really strange. Like, I don't feel super sick, but I definitely, my throat is bugging me. I feel exhausted, so I don't know. Okay? Yeah, it's Monday. It is my first week of classes. I think I said that last semester, but like my last semester of classes, my last first day of a semester is this week. But it's weird because like the whole world has COVID again, so we are basically like online. Even if your class was in person, it's online for the foreseeable next like 2 or 3 weeks. Apparently my one class that is in person has not updated us to let us know like what the whole deal is, so that's tomorrow. Hopefully we'll find out today. And one of my other profs is on leave, so her class is asynchronous, so I have 3 asynchronous classes and then this one that's supposed to be in person, but it's not, so yeah. A couple of profs put up their courses this morning, so I'm gonna look at that today. At 10, it's currently 9:48. At 10 I have a meeting for like an information session for an internship that I'm looking to apply to post-grad. I'm going to go to this information session at 10, and then after that I'll deal with the syllabi and everything. Yeah, that's a little update. I also finished my first book of January yesterday, so I'll talk about that, and I need to do my bullet journal, like book bullet journal spread for it, so we'll do that today also. Just all the things. So it's gonna be a week, a few days, I don't know. My life. Back to school edition. We're starting off with water today because, I mean, is it good for me? Yes. But also, my mom is teaching in the living room, and if I make a coffee, it will be heard on her class, and her class ends at 10 and then starts at 10. So when the webinar is over, we'll make a coffee. Also, I found this cute little set that I've been worn for a while, so this is causing me a lot of anxiety. I looked at this position a couple weeks ago and discovered that everyone who's held it in the past has lived like 3 lives compared to mine, which isn't very reassuring. I'm talking studying abroad, I'm talking building houses in Tanzania, I'm talking sitting on the National Nuclear Council in Japan. Like, this is insane. So I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna say, and just get a better understanding of the program. And then I have a meeting with my prof who recommended it to me on Wednesday, in the hopes that he will give me a reference. And I have to talk to my boss about giving me a reference, and I have to start working on the application.
Is surprisingly similar to the way Parliament is now. It was a minority government.
Great, that was super cool. I learned a ton. I wrote a lot of notes about my application, what I want to say, so that's very exciting. Now I just need to reach out to a couple of people to get references and stuff like that, but first I'm gonna make a coffee and sort out school stuff. So let's go downstairs. I put in all of my tasks into my planner and into my Notion, which I've talked about in a previous video, but I can also go over that in another video that's coming out this month for January. But I've discovered there's one problem with this planner. I talked about this in one of my Vlogmas videos. I love this planner. My grandma bought it for me. It's so on brand for me and it's great. I appreciate, like here, I'll show you February. There's a lot of calendars, like this is a full calendar for the month across 2 pages. And then there's really good horizontal weekly, like daily things, which is great. But the one thing that it doesn't have is a good place to make to-do lists. Really every month there's a to-do list for the month on the first page. And then there's a to-do list for the month on this main calendar page, but there's really no place to put like an actual extended to-do list. Like I would fill up this entire to-do list probably in 1 week for school. So I think I'm gonna have to put it in my bullet journal, unless there's like space at the very end. No. I feel like if you're not an academic, like if you're not a student, or if you don't have like a side hustle, if you work like a 9 to 5, it's a great planner. You can totally put in like around the house tasks that you want to do on a specific day. But if you've got things that are just due during the week or you want to work on throughout the week, it's really hard to organize. So I'm going to make a spread in my bullet journal for that and I will show you. Okay, so I just built out a little to-do list in my journal. Try it this way for this week. I've also experimented with using Notion for this since I have it. Guys, I think I might have too many organizational tools, but I like them. I like tracking things. Anyway, I think I should probably eat something and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. I might film just because I can and I'm like have makeup on. So we'll see. Okay, I just printed out a few images of Cultish and also of Amanda because I'm going to paste them into my book bullet journal. So I'm gonna put one in the January read section for January, one in the Rad Reading Challenge. This is the challenge and I'm putting it for 1-word title, and then 2 for the actual spread in my journal, which I have not done yet, but I wanted to print them all out at the same time. So I'm gonna do that. Pasted it in for my January reads. I filled it out for Reminds You of the TV show for the Bad Bitch Book Club challenge. I put it in the 1-word title for the Rad Reading Challenge. Yesterday, I added it that I read it for book club and the rating, and yesterday I filled in the first book with 5 stars. And I added it to my books read list. Oh, yesterday I also checked it off on, here it is, my physical TBR for 2022. And then later, when I am not so tired, I will do a spread for the review. And I'm gonna go take a nap. It is Tuesday, and it is the first day of classes. I have one class today online in about 10 minutes, and we have to have our cameras on, so I need to get changed and put on like a semi-nice outfit, at least on top. Yeah, I don't know that there's much else to update. I just made a coffee. I haven't put this class in my planner and stuff yet because he literally put the class live like at 9 p.m. last night. So I'm gonna have to do that today, but this is my only thing I have to do today. I'm gonna do some school work for sure, textbook readings and stuff, but that is the plan. So I'm gonna get changed. Okay, here's the fit. I'm wearing this, what color is this? Burnt orange top from Nordstrom, and these sweatpants from Garage, I think. I don't know where they're from. They're a little see-through. I don't normally wear them out of the house, but no one's gonna see, so let's go to class.
And when he put the headphone on and started...
All right, first class done. Only class of today, done. That was fun. He's such a sweet prof. He's just like, oh, I just want you to learn, and I want you to participate, and I'm not gonna tell you that you're wrong, and he is just really sweet. So I'm excited also because this is my first I've taken 3 Latin American classes, and this is the first one with a prof who's actually from Latin America, which is just a nice added like bonus and makes me feel like I'm getting, like, I'm actually learning it from somebody who is teaching it the way that they want their history to be taught instead of like what a white person wants their history to be taught. So I don't know, I'm excited. We get to do a bunch of podcast projects. We get to make a podcast. So that's cool. It's very modernized history class because a lot of the profs that I've taken from for my minor are just like, okay, you're gonna write like an essay and then an essay in your midterm and then an essay for your final and then you're done. Whereas this is like a couple essays, podcast, film project, and the final project is a podcast instead of an essay, which is just cool. So yeah. I also have to work today a little bit. I just have to schedule some tweets for the ice garden, so gonna look at what's up and do that. But I'm gonna head downstairs and kind of figure out what order and when I'm gonna do what today, so. So it's 1:30 now and I read half my textbook readings for this one class. It's a long textbook reading this week. And I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna have, but it's Tuesday, which means last night was Monday, as it generally is, which means there's the new episode of 911 Lone Star. So I'm gonna see if I can find that online. I did record it, but if I can find it on the like TV show website, that it, you know when you can like go on a channel website, if I can find that, I'll do that because I can't get to the TV right now while I have lunch. And then I'm still not feeling 100%, but I have a couple errands I need to run, so my mom's gonna come with me and run them with me so she can go in if I can't go in. So the other thing that's happening today is they are announcing the women's Olympic team Canada hockey. That was the national women's hockey team Olympic roster for Canada for the Olympics next month. So I'm gonna watch the reveal here in like 58 seconds, and I'm really hoping that Emryn Svashmeyer makes the roster. She's never been to the Olympics and she deserves to, so let's see.
Avec grande fierté, voici les 23 athlètes qui vont représenter le Canada aux Jeux olympiques de Pékin.
And Renee Davies from Malbay, Quebec. Emma Smashman, Ruleheim, Alberta.
Yeah. Alright, we are back from the errands. And this was the reason that we went, really, which was to pick up my copy of House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I ordered this one from the store because I couldn't find any hardcovers anywhere. And I want the hardcover so that when I buy the sequel, I can have the matching hardcovers. So we picked that up. We also did a return, and now we're back. And I'm gonna watch the rest of this 911 episode, and then I might do a little bit more work for school, but that's the update. Also, just look how pretty this is. Look at the inner cover. like stunning. So pretty. So pretty. All right, I'm back at the table reading the other half of the textbook, but I would just like to say, Ryan Murphy, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you are, could you stop trying to kill off my favorite characters, please? Thank you. I would appreciate it. A lot of us would appreciate it. Just like keep them out of danger for like 1 season. How about that? What do you think? Deal? Okay, so here is the journal page for Cultish. It isn't exactly what I wanted, but I think it's kind of cool. It has like the review I put on Instagram, the rating, the further research that I want to do, and then some of the quotes that I liked, and the cover and the author's picture. All right, I figured I'd give a little update on my reading. So I finished Cultish on the weekend. Loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Great read. If you like cults, definitely pick it up. She really goes in depth on some of the more famous doomsday cults, but then some of the less famous social media influencer kind of cults, and how cultish language is evident in our everyday lives and what makes it bad, what makes it good, things like that. I left a little review on Instagram, so you can check it out with some of my favorite quotes over there, but I definitely recommend. And it's not a super like non-fiction, like if you don't normally like nonfiction, it's not super academic, so it's a pretty easy read. But right now I'm reading Moon of the Crusted Snow. This is a thriller where a reserve gets cut off from the rest of the country, and then people start fleeing the less, like the south of the country, I guess. It's Canada, but it's, so they're in a northern reserve, and they start getting people coming up from the south, and then they start to realize like the biggest threat might be within their community, not from the outside. So it's basically like kind of a like discussion about the infrastructure that the country gives people on reserve, and yeah, it's supposed to be like a very, I think it's like a horror. Some of the reviews, like, this book speculates a catastrophic changing world while telling a riveting story that is as potent as anything in modern fiction. There is hope in this long bleak winter. A warning shot fired for all who read this. What would you do if everything suddenly turned off? So yeah, the premise is interesting, and it's very short. It's like just over 200 pages, and so it's kind of like right now I'm at the part where you're just kind of like waiting for the next shoe to drop and for it to really start picking up. The way this author writes is quite basic, like this person did this, and we know this person because this, we know this person because this. There's not a lot of like feeling, which sometimes bothers me, but I'm intrigued to see how this goes, and I'll keep you guys updated. But it's definitely like that suspenseful time where you know something bad's gonna come, but people in the book don't know yet. Good morning. Whoa, my brother has been driving this car and he puts the seat back like crazy. He does have his own car. Hasn't driven that for a while though. Anyway, good morning. It's Wednesday. Oh my god, everything's so high. It's Wednesday, and I am making a drive-through in my car with a mask on run to Tim Hortons because I'm just sick of drinking coffee in my house. So I'm gonna get coffee to bring back to drink in my house. I'm kind of on edge this morning because I have a meeting with my prof at 1 to basically like ask him to be a reference, and I'm nervous. which I think is pretty reasonable. But that's like the main thing on my plate. Let's go to Tim's. I'm also gonna try and get some playing cards in the hopes that we get some women playing cards. Like, not playing cards, trading cards, hockey trading cards. Let's go. Okay, that was so fast. I didn't have time to get my camera out. We have the hockey cards. I don't have high hopes for these. They marketed them as though it was gonna be like really great for like women, lots of women's cards and stuff like that. That is not what I've heard. So in terms of like people actually getting the packs, what they've found. Oh, I used to be so good at this when I used to collect them. Okay, I can already see the first one. Shocking. Okay, first one we have Sidney Crosby. They're actually not that, the cards are nice. They're kind of like textured, like he kind of stands out off the card. Okay, next one we have Wayne Gretzky. Not bad. This one is not nearly as nice. And the last one we have Matt Barzal. So we got no women, but we did get Matt Barzal, and I do love good Matt Barzal. But did he even ever play? He's never even played, like he played for Team Canada in the World Juniors, but yep, so as I expected, 3 men. I just got this like random urge to just like film a video because I'm putting off doing other things, so I filmed a video, and now I'm gonna go let my camera charge for a bit because it's gonna die soon while I drink my coffee. Vlog. It's been a little bit, a lot bit actually. I filmed my video and then I worked on my application for this internship, met with my prof about it, and he helped me with it and agreed to give me a reference, which is great. And then I was exhausted, so I just took a nap. Now I'm going to my usual PB&J, which is usually on Mondays, but since the last time I vlogged, I think they moved it to Wednesdays, so I'm gonna go to that and then it'll be time for dinner. Little reading update for the vlog. I am now about 140 pages into the book, so there's like 60 some pages left. And it's picking up, it's getting really good. It's starting to get like that thriller vibe that I wanted. So I'm very pleased, but now I'm going to head back downstairs and watch a little bit of TV and call it a night, and I'll check in with you guys in the morning. We finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier tonight and started Hawkeye, and I'm really liking Hawkeye so far, so that's just your little nightly update, and see you in the morning. Good morning vlog. It is 11:10 and I just finished my one class of the day. I have, oh, I'm so tense from sitting in this chair. I have a meeting at 2:30 and then I have my first Launchpad entrepreneurship thingy tonight at 4, book club at 6, and then I'm done. What's on the table today? I need to go make a to-do list and just like look at all the stuff, but I'm definitely gonna finish my book today. I have like 50 pages. It's getting done. Ooh, look at this glow. I used the Danessa Myricks Color Fix cream like eyeshadow blush thingy in the shade Romance on my cheeks today, and I like it. I also put on highlighter, but I'm gonna go downstairs and like figure out what I need to do and probably read the textbook. But I'll probably end off the vlog today, but not without a final update on the book. I did a couple of tasks for school, and now I'm going to try for the 3rd time, really hoping that it is successful this time, to book my booster. I've booked twice and it's been canceled both times. So fingers crossed that they will not do that to me again. Hello. I decided I want food, so I'm going out to get some food, and I think I'm also gonna go to Walmart. Today is my 10th day I have had symptoms, like I have been isolated for 10 days, so I'm leaving the property. I also have my new bag that I got for Christmas, which is super cute, and it perfectly fits my wallet, mask, keys, and phone. So I'm very excited. Let's go run some errands. All right, I just went to Walmart and grabbed my food, and I'm resisting the urge to go to Chapters, which is right behind me. I'm not going to. Background. Yeah. So I got my walk box. I always get the crispy chicken box with either a lemon or sweet and sour sauce. And then I also went to Walmart. I went because I want to try this new concealer, the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I got the lightest shade because COVID, you can't try anything on. So that's just a fair bet with me. I got another brow pencil that I always get. And then I got myself some snacks because I wanted snacks. So I got Munchies, my favorite chips, and Twizzlers. And that is your little mini lunch haul, and I'm gonna head home now and eat this while I chill. And my meeting at 2:30 got moved to 2:45, but that's chill. So see you on the flip side. Okay, so I decided to try and finish up this part of my journal, which was the words of the year. And I couldn't choose between flow and abundance, so I just picked both. This E is weird. But besides that, there we go. Words of the year is complete. So now I can check that off the to-do list. Boop. First meeting done. I met with my mentor, Ashley. We were just talking about it. We met through this program with the school, but like it's probably done, but we just keep meeting because we like each other a lot. So just met up with her, and then it's about 3:20 and there's a press conference for COVID about 3:30, which I don't like watching, but I think I'll keep an eye on it. And then I have my entrepreneurship thing at 4. So let's head down the stairs.
In our province and our hospitals in particular. So I'm pleased to be here today with Alberta's Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Hinshaw, to provide the latest information.
All right, it's time for Launchpad. I am nervous. And yeah, wish me luck, y'all. Wish me luck. I finished Moon of the Crusted Snow. Let's discuss. Ow, my shoulder is bothering me. Okay, I gave this book 4 stars. Once I got about halfway through, it really started to pick up and I started to really like it. I was like scared. Like my brother and his girlfriend were over and I was like, oh my god, and they were like, what's going on? I was like, this book. Yeah, it starts to get really dark after about 100 pages. I also think that as much as like I didn't like the author's writing style, it did give well to this type of book. It's very plain, but so is like the atmosphere, I guess. Like it's just like simple but chilling. Eden Robinson, she wrote Son of a Trickster. She says chilling in the best way possible. I think that is entirely accurate. It was like really freaky, and then the added remote setting made it additionally freaky because people start to arrive at the reserve from the south, and that's like scary in itself, and then they're really cut off, which is also scary. And then I think it's also a very interesting look at reserve life, and also the kind of juxtaposition of like when you're a society that, or a culture that is known for and practices like group mentality about the collective, putting each other first, like most indigenous groups are, and then you get into this situation where it's basically like survival, and at what point does the collective nature start to unravel and become individual? It's also very interesting because the people who come from the south to the town are white, and they play a very similar role to how white people coming to indigenous territory in the past have. It's very colonizer mentality. There's a really interesting quote that I want to read to you guys. Put you down right here. The kids in the village go to the elder, and they're talking about how this is an apocalypse. The elder says, "The world isn't ending. Our world isn't ending. It already ended. It ended when the Zaganish, which I believe is white people, came into our original home down south on that bay and took it from us. That was our world. When the Zaganish cut down the trees and fished all the fish and forced us out of there, that's when our world ended. They made us come all the way up here. This is not our homeland, but we had to adapt, and luckily we already knew how to hunt and live on the land. We learned to live here, but then they followed us up here and started taking our children away from us. That's when our world ended again, and that wasn't the last time. We've seen what this apocalypse is. We've had that over and over, but we always survived. We're still here, and we'll still be here even if the power and the radios don't come back on and we never see any white people ever again." And I just thought that was a really interesting kind of picture into the lives of the people on reserve who've lived through so many things, and to them this is just another thing for them to survive. Definitely check the trigger warnings before you read if there are some horror things that freak you out. But I don't want to spoil anything, so I will end my review there. I very much enjoyed it. I believe it was Books with Lala, is that her username? Kayla, who recommended this. But anyway, really great book, Canadian author. Takes place in Ontario, so definitely recommend. And I'm gonna wrap up this week's vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this week back in the world and week back at school and my first week of my undergrad. And if you read this book, comment down below, or comment what book you're reading right now. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!